Hello friends. I told you a couple weeks ago that I was going to show you a kind of a tutorial on how I make pizza crust. So I'm going to start right now and let's see how things go. Okay, so first of all, I have 2 cups of regular Robin Hood all-purpose flour and 2 cups of Atta flour or Durham wheat flour, something a little coarser that doesn't rise as much. And then I hand mix it until it's all an even consistency. Right? All the same color? Alright, so next I'm going to use a teaspoon of yeast for every cup of flour, just a little less than a teaspoon. And I usually buy regular yeast, but this is quick rise. It shouldn't make any difference. So that's it for yeast. Next I'm going to put about 2 tablespoons of sugar in. That makes the yeast work a little bit better. Okay, so then I hand mix again. And yes, my hands were clean beforehand. I've been drywalling. You would never ever tell, I'm sure, the drywall dust versus flour, but nobody wants to eat that stuff, so I did just wash my hands before I did this video. Alright, now the next thing is a little bit of salt, and you don't want to use too much because it'll kill the yeast, but about, let's see here, about a teaspoon and a half of salt, and I'm going to mix that in too. Now, that's all of the active ingredients that I need for my pizza crust. The next thing I need is about 2 tablespoons of olive oil and about a cup and a half, or maybe a little bit more, warm water, about 105 degrees. That's nice and warm to your fingers, but not hot at all. Okay, just a second, I'll be right back. Okay, so now I'm going to add some water. I have a cup and 3/4 or 350 to 400 milliliters here. I'm going to put about 2/3 of it in. Then I have a very special mixer that I'm going to use. I don't know if you've ever seen one of these before, but it's a very handy mixer. I'm going to mix this up just with my hands, alright, until it's all sort of incorporated. What we're looking for is the flour to all be moist and turn into a ball. And we want the ball to be maybe the consistency of a little bit thinner than children's plasticine or Play-Doh. Okay, we want it so that it's pliable and so that it rises. So I'm going to mix this up the rest of the way. As you see, I've used all the water, and I might still need a little bit more. I'll be back in a minute. Okay, so I was mixing by hand with my hands after I finished with the knife. You might ask why I use the knife. I'll show you. There is as dirty as the knife is when I'm done with it. It's very easy to clean up afterwards. That's why I use a knife to do the mixing. It just makes it easy. So I'm going to just add a little bit more water to this. A bit at a time. I'm going to stir it a little bit more. Alright, so now I've got it so that it's sticking quite nicely to my fingers. It's mushy, pliable, not too hard, not too soft. Now the trick is, I cover it in a plastic bag that's clean, or I wrap it entirely in saran wrap type wrap, and I leave it nice and warm, maybe with the light on here, let's see, to rise for about an hour. And then I punch it down to get all of the bubbles out of it, and then I separate it into 4 balls, and there's enough pizza dough here for 4 pizzas at least that are 16 inch in diameter. Okay, bye.